it's Laura Coleman, Weight with Just Muscles, here with these lovely purple Siberian irises, and I have encountered a problem with multiple clients this week, and you know when I see a trend, I figure other people might be tackling it too. So here's the problem. The muscle in the hip, that's called the glute medius. So if you've ever had what feels like a screwdriver right in the center of your glute there, just digging in, like you could take your finger and just trace it, that's the attachment point of the glute medius muscle. We are always after the glute maximus muscle because that's the muscle that helps keep that glute muscle looking good and strong and keep the workload out of the back. But that glute medius muscle does the opposite direction. So it pulls the femur in, the glute maximus grabs the femur and pulls it out. So we need a balance between the two. And if that little screwdriver in your hip, in the back of your hip, is bugging you, here's one way to do it. And I blogged a little bit about trigger point release with a tennis ball before, but this one seems to be really helpful for a lot of people. So look what I just happen to have in my pocket. Ooh, a tennis ball. So what I'm gonna do is be on my back with my knees bent, and I'm gonna take my tennis ball and I'm gonna put it right in that spot, that screwdriver spot in my hip. I'm gonna dig that tennis ball in, and then I'm just gonna take one leg at a time, and I'm gonna let that knee fall out. And what the tennis ball is gonna do is dig into that glute medius, and I'm gonna try and contract the glute maximus as my knee falls out, and then bring my leg back in. So I'm trying to pattern out the glute medius and pattern in the glute maximus, because remember the glute maximus is in charge of the knee going out, and we're trying to get the glute medius out of our way. So take that tennis ball and dig around and try and find a tight spot, and then just work on one knee at a time, give it the full 90 seconds, and then of course try the other hip. So there's a little trigger point release for any screwdrivers that you might have in your hip, aka the glute medius muscle. Here's to balance, strength, and happiness. It's Laura Coleman, Weight with Just Muscles, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.